Good evening, everyone. I, Diksha, on the behalf of Educo Hire, welcome you all. Firstly, I thank all students, teachers, and special speakers for your valuable time. Let's start quickly with the quote. Attitude is a choice. Happiness is a choice. Optimism is a choice. Kindness is a choice. Giving is a choice. Respect is a choice. Whatever choice you make makes you choose wisely. Now, I want to introduce Educo Hire. EducoHire.com is a joint venture of www.mytrustedtutor.com and EducoPro. EducoHire.com features K-12 teacher job opportunities in top CBSE schools, ICSE schools, IGSE schools, and IBB schools, play schools, coaching classes, and colleges. Educators looking to hire teachers can post online teaching job vacancies for free, easy to manage teaching requirements. We have come up with the new project EducoTrain. Now, here's the question arises, what is an EducoTrain? EducoTrain is a training and development solution from the family of Educo.pro and mytrustedtutor.com to cater to need the skill development and skill upliftment for teachers and educators in the new era of education. Why EducoTrain? We at Educo.pro believe that children and students of the 21st century need different skills and different approaches. We are moving from authentious classrooms to collaborative classrooms. We are moving from dynamics of rote learning to creative and critical thinking. What we teach to students today will not be relevant when students will start their career. Traditional jobs and businesses are adapting to the new reality. So we believe that the teachers need to continuously get trained and upskilled. EducoTrain will have dynamic faculty and trainers from different streams of life, that is, from the world of education, from the world of corporate sectors, from the world of YouTubers, entrepreneurs, and from the world of scientists, and from the world of young achievers. Why to join the EducoTrain? Joining the EducoTrain will help you to make a difference in the life of few teachers and educators, who in turn will make a difference to the hundreds and thousands of students. Your experience and perspective will enrich the life of others. If you love sharing and growing
तुला तिकडे
together,
जमतं का?
you are at the right place. We are not looking for you to devote full time with EducoTrain, but a considerable amount of time, maybe 8 to 10 hours per month. Now, I would like to introduce our speaker, Miss Panna Gandhi.
मग तर त्याने काय फरक पडला?
She's a patient and empathetic
डावी बाजू म्हणजे
vice principal cum PGT teacher with 28 years of leadership and teaching experience with national and international curriculum supervising, mentoring teachers and students over 1545 at time. She has She has a unique way of teaching and visionary leadership as a vice principal of Cambridge academic coordinator with 6 plus years of experiences in CBSE schools with expertise in leading the teaching and administrative staff and ensuring the best and appropriate quality of teaching. Ma'am, now I am over to you.
Hello, everyone. So, as Radhika has introduced me, good evening, everyone. I'm Mrs. Panna Gandhi, and I'll take you to a tour to Google Classroom. So, as you all here to learn about Google Classroom, without wasting any time, I'll just tell you about Google Classroom. What is it? It is one of the interface of Google Workspace for education. Google Workspace for Education has many tools that can help you increase opportunities for critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity, all while supporting the learning objectives that you have for your students. These tools are free, ad free, reliable, and secure. I hope I'm audible.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
It's good to know that most of you are aware about what is Google Classroom. You have at least heard about it. So today in this thing, I'm going to cover the purpose. What is the purpose of it? What is its importance? What actually is Google Classroom? How and why it is very useful for educators? Benefits of Google Classroom for 21st century work habits and a live demo. So before going ahead, Google Classroom is what? It is a collaboration tool for teachers and students that helps organize and streamline the classroom experience. It is a learning management system that allows teachers to make announcements and to integrate content and assignments that they create into their online lessons. It serves as a way for teachers to curate materials from the internet or outside the resources. Since last year, we all know, like during this pandemic has made us learn a lot of things. I hope you all agree. So during this pandemic, like we all educators have changed a lot. We had to change whether we like it or not, and it was very challenging atmosphere for all of us. Though we were equipped with technology or we are not equipped with technology, we had to run our online classes, learn those things, relearn, unlearn, do lot many things, struggle with that, but we had to, and still that is going on with the online classes, right? So we have by now very well understood that as teachers, rather I would say as facilitators, it is our duty to provide our students the knowledge and skills they need to function well in 21st century workplace. In order to be effective citizen workers and leaders in society, students also need practice with critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and working creatively. With Google Classroom, you are able to, so what it helps us? It helps us that you are able to see who's completed an assignment, who's still working on it, and assign grades and when it is finished. You can also instantly offer feedback to students and see their questions or comments on their assignments. Google Classroom also utilizes Google Calendar and Gmail to help teachers stay connected with students and parents. So before going ahead, I would like to watch very small video. Radhika, can you please share this video?
Yes, ma'am. Doing sure.
Audience, I'll request you to kindly listen to it. It is more important to listen what they say.
I started to watch the teachers around me passing me. It got more intimidating once the computers came. I felt as though if I couldn't get this, it would be time for me to retire.
My mother didn't receive much of an education. Because of that, she wants me to achieve great things. So each objects have their own values, different values.
At my house, I have 6 sisters and 3 brothers. Having lots of siblings is quite fun, but it's not peaceful. When I'm doing my homework, I go into Google Classroom. If I see my teacher's icon pop up, if I don't understand something, I could ask him and he'd be able to answer rather than having to wait till my next Spanish lesson.
I take the bus home. On my phone, from anywhere, I'm able to access Google Classroom. We don't have to waste time writing our assignments, wasting paper. It saves my time.
I find it useful to have classmates and teachers looking at your work. I can see where they've made mistakes and where I've made mistakes and where we can both correct it.
Ahora está muy bien. Sí, excelente.
I feel like I have made this breakthrough. You just click on their name and their document opens up immediately in front of you, and those beautiful thoughts come out.
I want to become a software developer.
I would like to get the qualifications for a judge because they help people out and stand up for people.
I want to be good my whole entire teaching career.
Thank you, Radhika. So let us get started with Google Classroom and learn how to manage our coursework, organize assignments, boost collaboration, and foster for better communication. So I'll just take to a tour. Now, let me tell you, if there are two domains, very important to note that if you are from the admin council, that means if you have a school email ID and your school has opted for Google Classroom or has done the settings for Google Classroom, then you have a different outlook for the classroom page. And if you are not, and you are just learning or personally using from your side, not by the school, from your personal email ID. Yeah, so first thing is when you go to your browser, you type Google www.classroom.google.com, and you will end up with a page which says Google Classroom. Okay, so when you go for the first time to your page, then you will have this sort of page. Can you see the screen? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, we can see.
Yeah. So when you land in for the first time, when you open your account for the first time by typing to www.classroom.google.com, you will have an option of joining as a teacher and as a student at the below. Okay. So you need to join as a teacher, and then you will get this sort of page. Now there is other process also. If you haven't used your Drive, but you all are aware about your Gmails. So when you go to Gmail, can you see those 9 dots on the top? This is called waffle. So when you click on this waffle and scroll down, you will see a classroom symbol there. And if you click on that, you will move to your classroom. So this is my school thing, and this is my personal, and the other one is this is my admin council. Okay, so whenever you go for the first time, you have to join as a teacher, then only your thing will be different. And this one account is for me is as a student. Now what is the difference for me? I'll explain you later. First, let me explain you how to start the class. So when you go for there, first can you see the plus button on the top? Besides the waffle, you can see a plus button at the top. You click on that and you can create your class. Because you are a teacher, you need to create a class. So click on create. You can write your name. Let me write demo, section, your subject, and room, whatever it is, or if you want, that's fine. And go. So can you see this? See, for the first time I'm getting the instructions as well. Now you will have a look like this for your classroom, and you have 4. This is my admin council. So that means it is from the school side. I'm an admin. So I'm getting here the 4 things on top in the topmost bar. That is stream, classwork, people, and grade. Now let me explain you for the first page. This is a class page where I can also select the theme as I want. Suppose it's my English classroom, or if it's my IT classroom and I want to just change the theme, I can select it, change it, and it changes to the different outlook. You will also get a class code which is automatically generated. Okay, and this code you can share with your students. You can also give this link. If you go to this copy invite link, okay, this is the code. And if you copy your invite link, you will get a link also which says it is copied, and you can share this link through email, through WhatsApp, or whatever it is. So there are 2 ways to invite your students. Just keep it in mind that your students also have a school ID, because that is very essential. Then only it is going to accept. It is like sometimes it accepts the outside IDs also, but then it becomes very difficult. So unless and until if you're using from a school side, it's better to use school ID. So you get a code like this. Now this is my admin domain. So can you see here Meet link? So even Google Meet is now integrated with your classroom, and you can directly go from here and generate a meeting link like this and go share this link and go to your meetings. So it is directly from here which you can do it. Now I'm first showing you all about the settings and everything. If you click on the three lines, the sidebar, you get here your classes, your calendar, to review, your class which you have made just now, archive classes, and further you have settings. Now this settings, what does this do? If you click on this settings, you have here your profile, everything, and here one important thing is there which says notification. So if you do not want any notification from your students side, then you can just switch it off. Every day, if you have problems with everyday students comments and notification in your email ID, then you can stop from that. So in your email, it will not be showing you will not get any notification from anybody regarding the classroom. But if you are not doing that, then if anybody has any comments or anything, you will automatically get the notification there. Let me go back to the classes. See, so this is my class which is prepared here. Here I have to review. So if I have my old classes, or if you have 2-3 classes in your like you're taking grade 4 English, grade 5 English, or grade 6. So different various classes. So as many classes you are taking, all the classes will be appearing here. Right now I am having only one class, so it is showing me only one class. And this is the option for reviewed. If your students have submitted you the work, then it says reviewed. I'll show you that. Now let me go to the personal one, which I'm showing. This is my personal account, which is also linked with the school. Okay, so that's why I am having all these 4 options, which says grade, people, classwork, and stream. And if I click on the review button, then here it shows that this has been reviewed. Are you getting? Okay, and here it shows also the classes, my class and the other class also. Okay, now one more thing is there. When you create this class, when you first time create there, you have here the settings. You need to go for settings and do some changes if you want. So here it says invite code and everything. If you want to change your code, you can change. Otherwise, leave it as it is. You can turn off your code, and if you can turn on your code. Okay. So if you're turning it off, then nobody would be able to see the code except you when you want, and nobody can just go there. You can also invite link. If you can also change the link, if you want to change your class code, then you can see here it says class view, display class code. So if it is on, then it will be displayed. If you switch it off, then it will not be displayed. Can you see? It has gone. So it's better to keep it on. Further you go in the stream section, you have the options as students can post and comment. The other options are only teachers can post or comment, and students can only comment. So if you want to work vice versa, like if you want your students to also submit their work or have pass some comment, if they are not understood any assignment, then comment on it or just do. So it's better to keep this option on, that is students can post and comment. So they can submit their work or post any outside link which you must have told them that, okay, do this research work and post it in the comment box or attach it in that. Then you should keep this on. Classwork on the stream. This is about how it is showing you. Okay, you can hide also, and you can show it with the condensed thing also. And if you want, you can show it with the attached details also. So it according to your preference, you can do it. What it says, show detailed items, only teachers can view detailed items. If you click this on, then you can see what all items you have sent or till now, what all the things we have worked in. Now, as I said, if you are from the school domain, then only you will have this meet inside, because which is integrated with it. But if you are using personally, let me show you here in the settings. See, can you see here? This is my personal one, which does not show me the meeting link. Okay, so if you are using personally, then you cannot integrate any meeting with that link. Further, you also have the grading system in that, which says like you can modify it according to what you want. You want total points, you want rate by category, or you want no overall grades. Whatever you want, you can just do accordingly. And also, just a minute. And there are few other, furthermore, there are few grade categories also, which says if you want to give your preference, you want this grade as according to you, then you can do it and then click on this save. So if you make any changes, this will turn into blue and you have to click on save. Right now I have made it, so it is not showing me further. Now this is the place where you make your first announcement. So here, if you want to send an announcement, like suppose this is my first class, since it is new for you, I have made it. So I'm getting here the first. You can give a welcome message, welcome to my first class. Okay, and if you just scroll it down, and you will have an option of posting. Here also you can attach some, you can invite an invitation if you want, a document you can attach it, whatever you want you can attach. You can attach it from your Google Drive, because everything whatever you make on this platform is automatically saved on your Google Drive. So this triangle shows Google Drive. I'll also show you where you can find your Google Drive. You can find in this profile, if you click, you can see this triangle which says drive. This drive is for your this domain, which saves automatically all your documents or slides or whatever it is, and many more things are there which are the other tools attached with it. So whatever things I'll later show you. So you can add it from your drive. You can give a link to show them, as like if you want your students to see some video beforehand and come, you can just post the link in that. You can just click on this. You can go to any of the videos. Right now I am not having, suppose I'm typing it here, some videos, and you can just add the link and it will go. Right? So here it says I've just posted this Google sign in link and it automatically shows me. I can also cancel it if I want, and if you want, you can just send it. Now here, for which class this you want. So if you have 2-3 classes, then it will automatically show you for which class you want to send this announcement for all the classes all together, or you want to just send it for each class separately. You can do that. At one go only, you can send to all the classes. About the students, here you can send this all to all the students. And also you can select students and go to differentiation. Like suppose if you want particular students who are but needs more attention from you, then you can just click those and separately give them separate assignments, extra things to solve, so that everyone is not disturbed, and you can directly do that from here. I'll show you the difference here. Now this is my classroom. This is as a student, this is my classroom, which is not in this domain. Okay. So this, yeah, I have a student as one more from other domain. So it is showing me here all student or separately. So this is how it looks. If you have added your students, then it will look in this manner. You have a list of all the students here. Right now, in this people section, I'll show you. Card. See, I have only one student here. That's why it is showing only one name there. So now how can you add people? So first let me complete this. So you can post this if you want, and automatically your announcement will be here. This is my admin council and it shows me here. From here only, again, if you feel that, okay, this is something which is wrong, you want to edit, you can edit, you can delete your announcement. You can also copy the link if you want and share it with your friends, however you want. This is my first announcement, so it is not showing me this. This is not highlighted, move to top. But if I have many announcements, like I have drafted few of the announcement and kept, then it will also show me move top. If you want to repost the same thing, you can do that. Upcoming work. Here you have all the things which are the work pending for you, and you can see that. So this much I think till now you have understood. Now let me go to your first people. How will you add your students? You can also collaborate with other teachers. You can just, in the teachers section, if you have plus sign, you can add any teacher for that. Suppose I'm adding so I'm adding one of the teacher, like for example. So it will show me here, and then you click on invite, and this invitation will directly go to that teacher. And she will also have all the rights what you have. She can post announcements, post comments, she can announce things, she can give classwork, she can have everything except deleting your classwork, your class. So that is only option which remains with the person who has made it. Okay, you can also, so this is as a teacher I have done. And as a student also, if I want, if I don't, I can attach all my students' names here by adding their Gmail ID. Okay, and it will pop up here. I can send the invite. I can also copy this link which is generated here, and you can invite students through this link as well. You can also invite students by giving them the code which I already first shared. And if you click on this link, you will be added as a student. Now, what is the difference? I'll show you. Okay, so I can see a student here. Here also you have actions. Just a second. Okay, I have not accepted it, I guess. So let me just show you that. So if I have added it as a student, this is my student account which I've just added it. And if I go on classroom, I can see that class which I've made it. Okay, 1 minute. I have not got the invitation. Just a sec. Sorry. I have to accept it first. The invite. So students will get the invitation in this form. I'll just show you. In the mail, automatically the students will get an invite. Okay, still loading. Okay, I'm not sure why it is not showing me. Okay, fine. But I'll show you. See, I have accepted, so it has turned to black. Now here also you have options. If you go to this 3 bar, you can email a student separately, you can remove that student, and you can also mute. That means you don't want the student for some time to enter. So you can also mute that student, your student, you can remove your student, or you can separately email if you want to send some comment, or just send them to meet you something. Then you can just automatically email from here. And here if you click here, this action. Okay. Here
Hello?
also you have, yes.
I have one doubt. Shall I ask you, madam?
Yeah, please.
if I want to create my classroom, how I will attach the list of my students' Gmail?
Yeah, I'm just showing you that. Just a minute. Okay. Yep. So when you go here in the people section, then you have your plus button. As I showed you before, you just go to, after creating your class, go to this people section, click on this plus button, and here you will have here type a name or email. So you have to collect the email from your students, or you might be having as a teacher in your school, if they have email IDs, then you can do that. Take that IDs and just put it here, copy paste it. Okay. Suppose if somebody has like example, I just showed you how I had typed my email. So similarly, you have to just paste, copy paste the email IDs from your students which you have collected. I think am I clear? Is your query solved? So once you type here, you can also type all the emails. But sometimes what happens, just for your notification, I'm telling you, sometimes what happens is it is like if your internet is slow or something in the air, it is a problem, then it may not take all your 30 students or 40 students at a time. Then you just take 10 students, add them, and just after some time, after 15 minutes or half an hour, again add next 10 students. So you can do that. Okay, because I have experienced that, so I am telling you that this is the problem. Sometimes it comes, sometimes it accepts all the 40 at one go. So it's not that you have to add one student here. You can just type all your, I'll just show you once again. See, I'm getting here, if another email is there, I'll click on that. If another email is there, I'm clicking on that. So I can invite all the people at one go and then click on this invite, and everyone will be sent the email invite link. Okay. Secondly, if you do not have any email IDs, and if you feel that they are not, that those IDs, it is very difficult, then what you can do is, as I showed you before, you can go to your stream, just click here your code, copy this code and share it in WhatsApp or email or as you want. Okay, you can send this code and then your students will be added. So what you have to do is, your students will have to go for their classroom page. Like they have to go, as I showed you in the beginning, they have to go to classroom.com, type that in the browser, go to their page, and then in that classroom they might see there the classroom. Okay, or then only they can just add in their code and then they will get it. So it becomes very difficult. So when you first time, since your students must be new and you are doing it that first time, then it's better to not share the code, but to add yourself their email IDs. So that is the best way, so that you have here more organized way, your people and everything. Now about the classroom. What does this role play? In your classroom, whatever you want, you can paste it. Okay. So you can create your assignment, you can give them the quizzes, you can give questions, you can attach material, attach, suppose you have some document on your drive or on your desktop, you can just attach that. You can repost the same thing, same assignment. You can also give them some topics to discuss. So these are the things which you can do it. Now, see, this is my assignment as a first one which I have done. So it is showing me here. I can rename this, I can delete this, I can copy link for this and give them further. I'll show you in another domain. Okay. So if I'm going to my classes back, this one which I showed you was this is my class which I have created, and this here is another class which where I am as a student, suppose. So if I click there, then I cannot see the grade column. So this is the difference how students will be visible, students will view their classroom. They will not have here the grade bar, and rest all they will have. Okay, so they can also see who all are there in their section. You can see the teachers who are there. You can see their classmate people who all are there. They can, then you can go to stream and make some announcement. You can go to classwork and all your resources and everything will be. Got it? So if I want to go for classwork and if I want to give them the question, see, this is the question which I've posted. Just directly questions, like if you nowadays, like it has, like you need to prepare your lesson plans with blended learning, which that means like the it includes the equipped things, multimedia things, and your students prepare something from home and then you present it, because we are not in a classroom mode right now, we are in an online mode. So we need to give them a few things which they can do things from home and come. So here, if you want to see, I've just pasted this. I'll show you how you can put a question. Okay, I'll just make another. Suppose I want to give a question. So here it will look in this form, and I can just type that. What question you have regarding Google Classroom, and you can just post it. Okay, you can further give them more description if you want. Here also you can add any copies or any assignments or forms or anything from your drive. You can add a link that, okay, there is a question, like if you want to give them a video, what you can do is watch this video and think about the questions you have for Google Classroom. Suppose if you have done that, and if you want to click here and send them the link, you can, the link will be here, you can just post it, and when you give them the link, any link, automatically this turns into blue and you can add the link. Right now I'm not doing it. You can also attach a file which is from your desktop. If I click on file, it asks me from where I want. From my recent means it shows me whatever which is there on my drive. So this is, if I click on recent, whichever files I have prepared recently on my drive, it will show me that. If we click on upload, then you need to drag from your desktop. You will click on browse and you can select it from your thing, from a desktop. You can also, so cancel. You can also select my drive and automatically you can select the folder from there. You can select star, and if you start any folder or any document in your drive, it will come directly from there. And you can select it and you can upload it. So this is how, if you want, you can also click on YouTube and you can share any URL you want, okay? And you can just paste that and it will turn blue. And okay, this is about the classroom. There is no video. So, but yes, you can directly give a video here. You can also give an URL, okay, from your bar, Omnibar. This bar is called Omnibar. From that you can just select it and this place will turn blue when you want to select it, and you can just add it. So this is how you can. You can also create a separate document here. If you want your students that watch this video and prepare a presentation or add your comments in this document, and you want them to give the document directly, then you can just click on here a document, and here your document will be attached. Now when you attach these things, when you attach, just a minute. Yeah. So if you are attaching a document from here or form or anything, this is a create, okay? Sorry. And if you're attaching a document, you can attach it from here. You can also directly, so there are many ways to create here. You can create a document, which I am showing here. See, automatically here it is created, and I can just give the name Google Classroom. Okay, and then now again, I'll show you the doc. Sorry, I missed that. So I can give the name as I'm doing it, and it is automatically shared with your students, and you will get here the document. Sorry why it's not a, just a second, I'll show you with the other domain as well. Okay, so here you will get a document, and then you have an option also. Just a minute. Yeah, I'll show you this one. Okay, see if I go to this one, edit, something is happening there. So this is a question. Okay, okay, yes, that was a question, so I was not able to do anything. But if I am attaching something like this one, this is an assignment which I have attached. I'll show you this. Yep. See, I have attached, given the title there, I have written the description there and created here a document, and then this is the option which shows me here. Suppose if I'm creating another, yeah, see, you get here automatically a document. There's something is wrong, I guess. That's why. Can you see? So here I'm getting a new document. I can name that, or if I want it, I can just remain there like that, and I can click here. There are two options. Students can edit file and students can view file. So if I want them to read just few things, then they can just read it, and I can take the rights from there. And if I want, I can also give them the right as the option as each student can make a file. Okay, this document is not accepting that, but see, can you see here, you have the third option as each students will get a copy. So you can do that, and then you can save. Now from here also, after creating an assignment, you can go to whom you want to give this. You want to give to all students or to selected students, you can do that. From here you can give points to your assignments, how much you want. You can select the date for why, to what time you want the submissions back. You can also give the topic to it. You can also give the rubric if you have made some assignment or presentation and you want your students to follow some rubric. So you can attach a rubric or you can create a rubric, and you can import from your drive also. If you have prepared a rubric from there, you can just import it and send it to them so that they can refer that rubric and prepare their presentation accordingly. So this is all about creation. So as I said, assignments, you can also assign them quiz, you can give the questions, you can attach some materials to just read, and you can just give the topics to refer. So as you see, this is my students account. So I can see here only Google Calendar and Classroom. This is, sorry, personal ID account. So, and as I showed before, this is my domain, which is school domain. So how it looks and what it shows to me. It shows me here three options: the Meet option, calendar option, and drive option. So whatever I am posting or I am doing it here, all the things will go in my drive. Even the students, whatever they submit, everything will be collected in my drive, in my classroom folder, which I'll have here. Yeah. I'll show you the drive, one of the drive here, which is open. So can you see here the classroom folder? If I click on this, so one of my classroom is folder is this, which it is there, and I'm getting it. So all your documents, all your students' work also will be there in the classroom folder, okay, which is automatically created when you create your class. Now last, let me go to grades. So once you get this, let me show you the responses. Here right now only 2 students are there. One more I'll show you. See, if you have your students here, And if you go to grade section, you can see all your students' work according to the topic, according to the date. We can modify them. You can take this whole thing into your separately sheet if you want. You can just do whatever you want. You can go this. You can no wait. So this is all which is there. If I want particular, this is suppose this is a test work, test 2, and I want this, I can edit it, I can return. When I have finished checking, I can return them. This shows how many students have given me, submitted their work, whether they have submitted or not, whether if I go to each student, I can see the student-wise assignments also. I have assigned them how many have handed in. If they have returned me back, I will get this notification of handed in. If they have not, then it is missing. If I've assigned them, then it will show the assigned work, okay? It will also show me when it is due, when they have submitted, everything it shows to me. So this is how it looks about the grade. You can also, if you have so you can return all your assignments after checking. If you click on this return all, it will go back to your students with your comments, whatever you want to give them. So this is all about that. And you can also import this directly in one of the sheets on your desktop or whatever, wherever you want. So for that, I will show a small video to you. Just a minute. Okay. So give them the assignments, test papers, quiz, project-based learning, whatever. If you want to give them the project, if you want them to collaborate with each other, they can do that also here with the Google Classroom. There are many benefits of this. You can, as I told you, you can attach documents, you can attach videos, you can attach links to them. You can directly go to your drive and select the document or the form, Google form, or whatever you want to send them. You can, or test paper, you can do that as well. You can also share a rubric with them if you want. You can do export all the grade materials of your students as well in your to your preference. Like if you want it on your desktop or directly in a Excel sheet on your desktop or in your drive, that also it goes. Okay, just a second. So Radhika, is there any time?